happening? You know, they're gonna try to mess up my little life. Out here we got this kiwi, man. You growling at me or something? Sweet, I know how people do. Little trick, man. How they kind of switch up, you know, the live, you know, and kind of mess up my dang on broadcast. It's crazy because, you know, we're talking about light body, not spilling the seed, not jagging off, none of that shit. But really, in real life, the reason why it's no real right now, but it's gonna take more of our light bodies to do it, man. You know, when we get to a certain point, everything is gonna come into full circle, you know. I mean, I naturally draw more up. I need a light fam to do it too. Y'all feel it? We got Thuggy Dubs right there. Chilling with it, man. You want to bite this mother? Just look at that mother. Oh, I got a crowd watching me eat. It's in person, man. I know I trigger people. I don't try to. I am celibate too, in real life. You know what I'm saying? Not just like the celibate. And you go to the side and you just drag off and be like, I ain't been having sex with nobody, but I can have sex with them. No, ain't like that. The light is true. It's true. And it's hiding with the fruit. Gotta do it. Nice food. Talking about the importance basically of not spilling your seed, you know, not having sex with yourself, man, getting spiritually in tune. This is the time. Ain't no reason, ain't no way we should be having sex right now with everybody. I'm telling you right now. Just one of us can raise the frequency of the plane, but just imagine when we all start doing it. We don't have to hold hands. Our energies is going to be holding each other's hands, B. Hey, peace, what's happening? Your boy Zane. I like that. That's cool. I got a little crowd behind me. I don't want to turn the cameras on them, but they can sense the light. But then, you know, online, y'all probably can't really see too tough or feel too tough. But you know, they've been trying to block a lot. But in person, they know. You know what I'm saying? I've been celibate for 6 years, man. So it's on like hot butter popcorn, and we're seeing what we're gonna actually do and achieve once we do this. If shit's been happening with a few of us doing this in the world, just imagine when all of us get to doing it. When we be like, enough is enough, man. We got to get serious, you know? And we see a lot of cop videos when people get disrespected. You know, their light is low. It's like you're dealing with the spirit world. These individuals come and mess with you on that, you know? They try to, they sense, they have these spirits is on a high vibratorial frequency, which means that it's outside of your sight, sound, taste, and touch that you can see in a corporeal form, a physical form. Remember, this is light bodybuilding, man. I mean, we're gonna be doing some, you know, physical stuff, but this is light body because it's gonna go hand in hand, so you won't go crazy and shit and become narcissistic and sociopathic, knowing that you can draw up a lot of females or whatever with your physical anatomy and shit. You gotta have nobility and virtue when it comes with it. You gotta have discipline because everybody's gonna be throwing shit at you. I don't care if you're man, I don't care if it's man or woman. They're gonna be throwing it at you. The intention, whatever it is, it's trying to draw energy from you because they sense that you got it very high within. So, bro, say you rip. It's rip season, man. We doing the diamond cut season right now, big dog. We diamond cutting it out. So I'm eating a lot of more fruit. You know what I'm saying, at this time. And yeah, man. And then also the light every day. You know, every day your light gets stronger when you do seeing the intention of becoming celibate. You know, people see it. Your virtue raise is pretty high. Now, all of us doing it. I'm talking about if you truly a man. All of us doing it. It's gonna connect. It's serious. You know, we are all connected. And it means like, yo, because with the information that's coming out, the true health guides, how to eat, and how not to live and all of these good things. We got brothers that's out here. I'm gonna shout out brother Yaki Wake, and I just happened to come up on him. I'm like, who is this brother, man? I looked at him like he felt like me when I was younger. So he actually got into it. I didn't want to keep using the big words no more. You know what I mean? But he actually put it in perspective for us. All of them brothers is just a piece of me, man. I happened to come up and look at the brother Rashad Jamal. He's another piece of me. I never knew who he was, but right now, most we got the whole thing right here, man. So I let brothers do their part. But once they add this in there, the workout, you know, the celibacy, definitely the celibacy if you've been through trauma, childhood trauma, because we're gonna talk about that a little bit more. This is dealing with health, wealth, prosperity. First, inward. That's how you get the kingdom to come on earth. The kingdom is one whose knowledge is known, or the knowledge that is known by the Creator, and he makes wise decisions for himself and his family, you know? So he's the true king of his dome. Oh yeah, I do calisthenics. Yeah, I do calisthenics. I mix them both so I don't get, you know, become weak. Because if you're lifting weights, you can become weak only. Even if you're doing drop sets, you know what I'm saying? You're doing drop sets and it's like, you know, I'm gonna do 10 and I drop it and do 10 more. I mean, that's kind of too much. But, you know, you got to do like 5 and then drop it to like 10, you know, drop the weight. But you'll become weak if you don't do calisthenics. You got to keep them in. But yeah, with the seed campaign, don't spill your seed right now. You know what I mean? Because we in the game, man. They knowing exactly who he is. And if you are dealing with athletic activities and you running and you exercise, let that be your motivation to keep going. You know, because that's what you're going to become more beautiful, more attractive. The virtue is going to raise up so high. You're not going to want to be around bullshit. You see me, I'm in the cut. People they're across the bay and wait for my ass. And I'm trying to be cool, but you can't really blind people off too tough because the energy is going to, it's like that magnetic field. Your heart is like permeating this field around you that just draws everything to you. That's why I'm out here broadcasting back to y'all. You see, I got the birds and shit. I mean, I feed them, but they don't go mess with everybody, you know? And I got the other animals. I get in the water, man, the fish. I pet the fish in the water. I don't even eat fish, so it's cool. You know what I'm saying? They'll come up right to me, man. They'll come right up. So that's happening. You'll see dolphins, all this stuff, man. People. And when it comes with men that are a little bit lower on their life, they become a little bit drawn up on a man that's kind of higher in their life. So this is why another reason why it's important to become man, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying being low in your life where it's like constantly jacking off. I'm just saying, like, you know, if you've been doing the journey of the not spilling your seed, that's not low in your life. Low in your life is like basically just releasing all the damn time because you ain't got nothing else to do. You know, women can see it in you. You're actually being the standard of what the new man is. This is the new era, new age man, you know. He's more disciplined. He's not chasing the chick. He's not trying to validate nobody who's broken no more. Because now we can talk about what broken means, you know what I mean, with this, dealing with the custody personality disorder. Yeah, man, they do keep blocking the sun. You know how sad it is? It's been blocked since April, I just It's been blocked since April. And I'm like, how y'all gonna block the sun every day for April? I know why, because we UV guys. So when that sun is at high solar noon, that's when you're supposed to be your ass outside getting all that good UVs, because it's gonna be, well, right now, normal high was like 11, 12. Now, man, this thing's like, right now, without the sun coming through with the sun just coming through the clouds, it's at about 12. So when it's not on there, it's like 15, man. They lying to months. That's why your melanin molecule gotta be waxed with straight up. I'm talking about all inside. I ain't talking about your outside. I'm talking about just eating that fruit and shit, because if you're eating something that's cooked in the beginning of the day, man, you're gonna be groggy. It's gonna be sad, depressed, and a lot of people where I'm at, people are sad and depressed because they do a lot of drugs and shit. So that's the dopamine that's going on in their brain, fucking them up. But when they do see me, they get a little happy. It's crazy. I guess I must be for that. Let's see what the guy say. It says, man, you've been playing football. I says, oh, I've been playing football all my life, and that's for the last 4 months after the season was over. You know, I got to read the whole thing, guys, so pardon yourself. After the season was over, I got into calisthenics. I could barely do 10 chin-ups, but now I could do muscle ups. Yeah, it's a chest code. You know that, because it can get the little boom all the way over the bar. That keeps you strong as a mug, because that keeps your center of gravity or center of magnetism on point, you know. As far as like, yo, the mug can't push you over too. I used to play football. I had broke my neck, so I learned how to walk again and all that stuff. That's another testimony. So it's like, you know, most I ain't playing. He putting the mug in sight with you. And like, yo, man, damn, Yeah, I played sports. I played basketball, top notch, starting fives and stuff. You know, at very young age. You know, ninth grade varsity and shit. But yeah, them calisthenics, they do work, and I get them in. Sometimes I do a whole workout, and when mothers look over at a knocker, they be like, "Damn, he's not gonna go get on the bench," because they be trying to beat me to the bench and see if I'm gonna do it. I'm like, no, I know how to switch it up, B. That's what you do. You switch it up and you keep your body guessing. You know what I'm saying? And then you get them strides in. This is what I'm doing this month. So we getting it in. So it's summer. They know it should be mostly sunny all day. Yeah, dang, you already know this. All day. Like, I think about this shit all the time. I'm like, as soon as it turns 10 o'clock, I'm like, damn, it's gonna be cloudy all the way until 5 o'clock. So they get their time to come outside and sit outside, you know what I'm saying? But when it's, I thought it was gonna be hella sunny today, but I looked up and I seen some chemtrails. They hit us at night, so you don't be knowing. When I open up my eyes, I catch them right when they be late to work, and I'm like, oh yeah, y'all still spraying this shit. I caught y'all ass, you know. When they spray that, that's when a lot of, you see this, it's right away. It's like instant. And they've been going to work too, man. Somebody got to get up and go to work and get up in the sky and fly this shit down, unless they got some remote planes doing this shit like they say. But that's some hard work to do, to keep on trying to block the clouds. You're going to be doing that shit every day until fall? Man, that's going to be crazy, man. It's going to be crazy. He said, look bougie. It's supposed to be bougie, but to me, this is like dirty now, but I'm out in the middle of the Pacific. They hit the heart chakra, but it's the sacral chakra, and they mix up and shit. But I'm like, yo, your sacral energy connects with your heart, so you got to be careful. That's why not spilling the seed and you know, investing a lot of energy into a broad. Sometimes I get a little, you know, impish and shit, powerful, into like making progress, you know. Sometimes I have to put it down like that, let you know, hey, we got that lane too. So you know, that's when brothers come in. I can chop it up with them, and we've been through the game. Is, you know, it's dropping to get their psychological game on point, sharp. So I'm just hitting everything off freestyle, y'all. So please forgive me for that. Yeah, SEMEN in you all. Yeah, man. Them people are something else. All right, so when they start spraying, yeah, in the daylight. So they don't even care about this getting caught in the daylight. Yeah, so they know, man. It's like, now you see, look, I see how they did it. They catch it from out there. They bring them in because, you know, it's kind of like rain season and shit. And they meet from over the mountain. The one over the mountain's not supposed to come on. It's supposed to just sit right there and be like, it looks nice over there. And then it just fades back. But they got this motherfucker coming in like dun 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 dun, and it meets that motherfucker. And by the time they get together, it's and they bring it back. And they just do some old nasty ass acidic seeming like rain. You know what I'm saying? Like, this don't even feel right on my skin. It don't even feel ionic. You know what I'm saying? So it feels very positive ionic, which is not a high vibratorial frequency. But you know, you can sense these things, especially with your light body. This is what semen retention is about. You're gonna sense everything. You sense if it's lying to you, when a person's lying to you, you'll just let it slide probably. But you know, you can sense a lot of things, man, that you might have to let ride, or you just gotta elevate. Most likely, that don't value their light codes. You know what I'm saying? So you really this is important, especially I'm not thinking folks who are starting to see clear with the few of us that's doing semen retention or just sacred semen sacredness. They can sense the information in the world. Everybody, you see Africa, all that shit's uniting. Everything's starting to come together. The two tile sticks is coming together. The Nagas in America, Nagas in Africa start peeping out shit. Any type of sick or any type from any type of state or nation, if we haven't developed our virtuosity type shit, our virtualness again. And this is the way to do the shit. Men have to do this. When you get to about 14 months, that's when you start feeling regular again. So any attack come after that, you'll be able to handle it. It's very important, man. You're not releasing. Then you'll love your wife. You'll love your girl. Whatever even if you don't have one, you can respect a woman so high. These women out here, I'm naturally nice and shit. So it's like, I don't compliment them and stuff like that all the time, but I do know that they need some type of validations because they coming from relationships, and I'm not overly on them, but they come from relationships with some people, some men slap them up. They're really in, like, it's kind of like a third world country in a way. So they haven't really addressed, you know, domestic violence and stuff out here. Because yeah, my bad, y'all. It's crazy. You know, they're going to split it up and try to be stable as much as I can. But, you know, if we was in a lower vibration, you know, I know it's probably fuzzy too, but it looks clear on my end. It might be fuzzy to y'all, and I don't like that. But yeah, so when we, you know, get us to get lower in our vibration, you know, when we get lower in our vibration, then we start acting plus to be personality-ish also. we mainly have traits though. We're not all pathological. This is where we're going to separate us from the pathologicalness of it. You're like, okay, the Cabbage Patch Kids, they're, and we should know what the Cabbage Patch Kids are. And the Cabbage Patch Kids ain't even mad being called Cabbage Patch Kids. You know, they cool. They want to know the truth. You see the movies and shit, they want to be like, damn, where the fuck I come from? Please tell me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be hurting people all the time. Can you help me? Because people want to get trained by me that know I know a little bit more than just picking up something and putting it down. You know, because you're basically, as you're a trainer, you're a therapist too. Because they talk. You know, you have to listen. You have to have an ear and shit. And so, yeah. So now, you know, we can actually have a reference to be able to point to with cluster B personality. It's like, look that up. ICD-9, ICD-10, medical terminology. I'm going to go ahead and get right into it so we can link it in with the corporate, the flesh, which is the corporate, and the S, which is the spirit. So we don't have the spiritual aspect. And we kind of almost thinking that the spiritual aspect don't even exist. And this was good for us for a season because we had to learn corporeal things, the star alignments, agriculture, the signs and symbols for the conscious mind. But now it's time for to develop that spirituality, getting back in tune. This is like a zigzag zig type of thing, how we started and how we're going to end it out again. You know what I'm saying? It's a full circle, completing the cycle with the understanding that we got now. You know, and understanding is the best part of the conversation of knowledge and wisdom. Knowing is the foundation of all things. Being wise, once you utilize that knowledge, this is how you see that understanding to be applied. So you can see the equality in all things, man. You know, and this is what we own. So we're gonna be chopping it up like this. So all of the guys will be building. We all added on to the cipher. Everybody's seeing it. So not spilling the seed is what's gonna get us up even more. I'm gonna put the mathematics up here too, so we can build on this, man, because it's very unique and intuitive, esoteric. Something that came from the source, from a NAGA in America. That's right. You know what I'm saying? I think the Godfather, the father is from, I know he's from the South, South Carolina, over that area. You know, they separate them, but it's all like the Carolinas, you know, and so, you know, that area is very, very special, you know. So anyhow, though, with this light seed, man, we're going to be able to, it's been raining fake lately. Yeah, man, it's been raining fake lately. This shit is horrible. It can make you sad, but, yeah, I ain't got too much of this much coming because I know they I got some, I only got like 4%, 5%. So, 5%. Yeah, I can charge by joining up. Got technical charging up there. I was blessed earlier. But, yeah, man, so that light, it's important because, you know, I'm not gay bashing, but there's countries that'll punish your ass. 100 lashes, 3 years in prison, 8 years in prison, some life in prison, some death penalty all the time, like right there. You know, you gotta, you know, it's about that Kundalini. It's very important, man, because Most High made everything, G. Made you be able to experience everything, because that's what the Most High is, the I am. So that's what you is, the I am. So, you know, you really don't really name yourself. There's brothers that come to you that name you too. Like, yo, man, you, what's up? And it'll stick, depending on who it is. If y'all name me, you can name me. It's all good. You know, I got names and shit. Out here, it's fine. And my name is, I'm affectionately known as Ruler. Some brothers be like, Ruler, but you know, that's how I did. I self-rule, man. You know what I'm saying? I know the build to be born. I'm knowledge. I manifest into the form of wisdom with the solids, liquids, and gases. So you can now see me permeating my energy right in front of you. So you get that understanding when I talk. I destroy anything weak and wicked. That's what my intelligence is. I use my physical for that. That's what God do. And this is how I born myself. This is my natural culture. This is me describing my name or my attribute, who I truly am. But, you know, different people, they know me as different things. My mama named me after my great grandmother in Mississippi. All right, so yeah. Anyhow, man, with that light, it is important. I'm gonna have to keep touching them because I want us to really get this part. It's the only thing we ain't doing. A lot of us is vegans. A lot of us is vegetarians. A lot of us still eating fish and shit. I ain't mad at you, man. Once you get the light down, though, we all add in. Everything's gonna be right because we're getting our heavens down in order. The heavens, they're like, what the fuck? Yeah, man, we got different resurrections of heavens, and we're going to raise the plateau off of the first resurrection with Noctis was on. Our ancestors putting in the work. We're getting the information, and light goes back out to the family right now. This is just the main thing. Keep doing what you're doing. By the 9th, 10th round, we're going to knock their ass out. Just add this into the game, and it's going to really be on. Because now you can turn down, so you can turn down pussy, you can turn down sex. You really turn down playing with yourself. You don't want to be sitting down there looking at yourself like, damn, because you ain't got shit else to do. That's going to be so, man, it's not even embarrassing. It's bad. You're not even gonna wanna release, man. Man. Even not even, and I don't even have the dreams no more. I know when they're attacking my ass and shit, you know. But it gets to a certain point. It gets harder before it gets easy, man. It gets harder right by the like 9th month. It's gonna be a little bit harder because it's like now you're dealing with very clever spirits that really want to get you to release because they know that you done figured out that's the power. And when y'all all unite with this power, y'all gonna bring down the Christ consciousness. Y'all are Christ. We all are Christ. We have to do this. This is watch. This is what's gonna bring us up and bring the kingdom down on the earth for us. This is the last thing, and that's why the Trump is blowing the horn right now. Because then when we get this part in order, the men is gonna be solid and disciplined, and now we gonna be building our own leagues now. Because Trump is about money. He know that niggas can make money. He know we don't even need them to make no daggone money, man. It's about making sure we get the money. We can make them quadruple type the shit that they got from scratch in 1 or 2 years once we get back in our power. But the way to do it is you have to discipline yourself on your kundalini or your sexual energy shit, you know. I ain't gotta use kundalini, but your sexual energy, we're gonna keep it this day and age, you know. And so, because we can't be doing that when we're fighting mugs on basketball courts and shit like that, and we can yell at each other because we're dragons, you know. We got smoke coming from our nose when we talk. Yeah, nigga, you know, we ain't gonna hit each other. But when we start hitting each other, we're very low on our light. We're insecure. We like, dude, start having sex, right? You know what I'm saying? You don't need to be swinging and hitting the motherfucking man right now. Not in this time. They don't need to see us doing shit, but being quiet and getting our light together, working out, get strong as a motherfucker, man, and getting your mental right and your spirit right. That's it. You know, it's the only thing we got to add in, in keeping your light up. You're gonna get attacked. It's okay, but all the light is gonna be distributed out to the light family. So we're gonna be even. Like it's like a bank. It's like a currency, a spiritual currency bank type shit. We're all gonna be able to tap in. Like, damn, I ain't know I could do that. Next thing you know, you got a whole nother department of talent that you got. Like, damn, I didn't know that because you're getting spiritual upgrades quicker. You can't just get them. You're gonna get them with the upgrades of the earth, you know, with the sun, with the UVs and shit like that. Because that sun is hot. They got like layers of sun right now. And when that shit moves, it's gonna hit the crystalline elements, the points, man. You're gonna be on. It's gonna be up the chain. You can't have food in your belly either. At high noon, it's got to be number of fruits and shit. Can't be no solid ass food. You ain't gonna be able to get them downloads. High solar noon is the best time to get all the downloads because that's when the UV is at its highest. You need them UVs, nigga. That shit feeds your ass. You don't have to eat. Trust me. You don't want to have to eat. That's the main. You don't have to eat. You don't supposed to want to eat all the time. You're not an animal and shit. When you're doing animal things in your lower self, in your 666 self, which is the sign of the beast self, which we see the manifestation of the beast that we see manifested outside of us that always keep fucking with us and all that shit, because we're on their frequency. They can see it, you know? That's why we put their shit back, man. We're crystalline beings, man. We with the all spark, you know what I'm saying? We're primes in this motherfucker, man. You know, and we all are gods and kings and gods and earths. The earth is goddess. When I say gods and earth, the earth is a god. So she borns the Immaculate Conception. Hey, Janie, what's happening? Had to give you that smile, girl. I had to give you that smile. But, yeah, so, you know, I didn't want to be too rude. I know I'm about to hop off here, man. It might go out, but we're going to just talk it all the way to the end, man. Oh, no, wait. Let me see if this more sentence. I don't know. I got to see something. Yeah, I'll go back to that later. I got to see later. But yeah, this is important so we get our women back, man. Because now, you know, we appreciate our women a lot. We appreciate women in general. You know, as you can see, we're really not out to covet another man's wife. All of the laws of Maya, all of the commandments and commandments, all that stuff just comes into play, and you have, you know, discernment of doing these things. You have discernment on your own. That's why most like, you're gonna have the discernment. I ain't gonna have to write this shit down no more. I ain't gonna have to do no. It's gonna start coming to you. I'm gonna have direct connection to you. You gotta do this. You gotta raise the light to the crown chakra and get that oil going through your body. That's when they say you're anointed. You got that oil. You'll permeate the oil outside of you and shit. You can sense it. Low frequencies can smell the oil in cerebral spinal fluid coming through your body. Your pores, man. Your skin, your organ. You know what I'm saying? They can feel this shit. And once we all do it, you'll see. I'm not around people, so most I got me away from my family. When we be in proximity of each other, you'll see. And I'm gonna make sure, I want to feel it from all of us. Like, I know when you're on your godly level. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh yeah, God's in tune. He loves the Most High. You know, and that's how we're gonna get our shit back. We ain't gonna get our shit back acting crazy. And you know, we're just not gonna do it. We're just not gonna do it. We're gonna have to be tip-top shape. And Most High has the most faith in us, more than we got in ourselves, people. We just gotta have faith in the Creator, because the hand is over the world right now. The truth is out. Everybody know all eyes is on Egypt, which is a miracle. All eyes on Amaru, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm from Mississippi, a Choctaw, man. So when they say Choctaw, Choctaw, man, they don't like hearing that name, because it's like we're a little bit more. They don't like Seminoles either, but we're a little bit more extra, but not like so extra. But we know we'll fight. Yeah, that's what it is. It's like a Furian when you're dealing with the Chronicles of Riddick. You know, we're like Furians. We just didn't back all the way down. Gee, you see what they had to do to niggas in Mississippi? Whew, we ain't back all the way down, man. You know what I'm saying? So, and now only iron fit for consumption. Hey, that's what's up. It says iron implants. Okay, I got you. All right, Greg Anastas. Hope I said it right. Thanks for that comment, man. I appreciate you joining in the live, man. Shit. But it's at the end. I'm about to get ready to log off. Ain't there something? I don't like going too long, but you know, sometimes the vibe and the energy, you know, it raises. I hope y'all can feel it out where you're at and just spread the energy on, but we got to keep the light up. And this is how you're going to do it instantly. When you touch another brother, what's up, bro? That slap in the hand is going to be powerful. It's going to be a soul slap. The dap is going to be powerful. Everybody's going to be, it can't just be you. Everybody got to be. So when you slap, it's going to be a spark. You know what I mean? You got your copper on. It's going, you're working out. You got your orb going and blazing, man. Eating your fruits and your berries and your melons, you're drinking your juices and all that shit after the workout, you're getting out in the sun. You know, they're gonna cover the sun up, but you're getting around, you're a magnet for good things, other things too, but you're gonna be a magnet for good things. You can enjoy your life even while in the midst of hell. You know, Most High said that in one of the books. I know brothers can pull that up a little bit more, but I know he said in one of the books, so you can be walking on the right hand and be 10,000, left hand 10,000. You may even slice a couple motherfuckers, but you ain't nothing gonna happen to your ass and shit. You can experience happiness. One of those shit. Or as far as like just experiencing happiness and being able to sleep. I'm able to rest and I'm homeless, you know? And I lay down, they look at me like, nigga, how this motherfucker able to be the way I'm pulling my shit out. I ain't too tough, but you know, I ain't worked my chest out none today. I'm resting. But I rest on my chest. But anyhow though, so yeah, they wonder like, damn, he's outside, what is the secret? And we do got the secret. Some BCAAs, branched chain amino acids, they found in all fruits and sea mosses and all of these things, all the plant, a lot of the plants, minerals and shit. You know what I mean? It's all in all these things. So you won't be lacking unless you lacking minerals. If you lacking minerals, then you're just gonna be lacking. You're gonna be like, damn, I feel. You don't know that you need some minerals to take a couple whoop whoop. You be good to go. You're like, damn, I feel better. It's like shit. Yeah, because you was lacking on that energy, that electric energy. You need that shit. And you need that fruit in you, especially when you're used to eating fruit. You're gonna be electric. You're gonna be highly electric and shit. So you're gonna be drawing things around you. You're just gonna feel amped, and you don't need that digestive carb energy. You know, that takes a while. You know, you can use that when you're about to do an event, workout, if you're doing legs or something like that, and you say you get some carbs in with your fruits, but you're not at the same time. You know, have your fruits first and your carbs a little later, and then wait about an hour and a half to boom, and start your workout process. You'll be able to work out harder. Then, you know, because now you're learning your science of your fuel, how to fuel your body, but don't get caught up in the dopamine.